Wake up, big cat. This ain't the time to daydream. This is the time to what? Get down and dirty with it. As you continue to what? That's right. Drop down and get your eagle on. A good day to work independently without needing the validation of others who may not have your best interest. Now it's going to keep buffering. If it keeps buffering, I'm going to doesn't want me to come through with a live video today. I'm going to give it another go and see if it's going to what? Keep picking on me. If it is, I'm going to come back and make this into a video because I'm dexterous and tenacious and I don't give up, darling dear. I get great. As I was saying before I was interrupted by the internet connection, the Skullduggerous moon is in Libra. You may prefer to surround yourself with serenity. Avoid conflict and chaotic people, right? It's like they're like what? A cheap lace thong creeping up into places it has no business being, darling dear. The sun is in the last degree of Scorpio, don't you know? Pinkies up, pushing you to rush through your emotions. Yes, baby, if you're feeling down, you better what? Wash your face like David. I had to, and come back kicking like Jackie Chan. Fist bump. Tap into your reserve of charm and compassion. And remember, when you're handing out the big CC, you must give it to yourself first. Remember I told you that. Push clap. Yes, baby. You can make it through a challenging morning without too many issues once you realize whom you are and what you've come here to do, which is what? Bend the matrix, big cat, and sock it to 'em, Scotty, on a regular basis. Because I told you, haters full of haterade have nothing better to do than watch you. You have a captive audience, darling dears. Why? Because you have faith. Faith? What's that? You find answers in the heart. You feel all in the heart, darling dear. Your heart is guidance paired with focus, darling dears. Focus, big cat. Come back, big cat. Whoever's gone off lollygagging in their what cranium when you need to get great. This ain't the time to what? Be lackadaisical in your plan, darling dear, as you continue to bend the matrix in front of the mouth-breathing, bottom-feeding tree sloth. Yeah. Your testimony, big cat, I told you many, many times, will be another big cat survival kit. This is why your comments are always important. Always leave comments, darling dears. You don't know whom you're saving that day. Never you ever lay down, big cat. Don't lay down. Don't let any situation or circumstance take you off your what? Your trolley, mate, where you'll be barking at passing cars, telling what people this and that, about this and that. Nah, babe, I told you, 80% couldn't care less, right? 19% is glad it's happening to you, blood, brah, or sistrine, and that 1%, only when you buff up your third eye to that big bright shine will you see that 1%, your true soul tribe. But you have to work on yourself on a regular basis. Socrates said, who you are and who you'll come to know, right? Once you know who you are, right, you will come to know the secrets of the universe. Know thyself. That's what it's all about, darling dears. Let's call in the energies of wisdom, guidance, and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, ancestors, angels, way showers, and spiritual guides. From Keitha to Malkuf. Namaste. Energies. Up, big cat. I insist. Yes, I'm sure you took the time out of your precious day yesterday to watch my video on Shenquilla Robinson, darling dear, where I told you about the what? Sanpaku eye. Yes, baby. Many a cat ran to the mirror after that to see to seek. You look deep into your eye chakras, turned it this way and that to see if you had yin Sanpaku eye. Yin Sanpaku eye, because when you look at a regular pair of eyes, you can only see the left and rights of the whites of the eye. When you have a Sanpaku eye, you can see 3 parts of the whites of the eye. If you can see the left and the right and the white underneath, that means you've got yin Sanpaku eye. And it means you will have meet many a tragic circumstance throughout your lifetime on this Malkuth, and possibly even end up brown bread. If you should meet upon someone that's got a yang Sanpaku eye, right? That's where you see the whites on the left and the right, and the whites on top of the iris, darling dear. That person is evil to the core and taking you out and doing you this and that, right? Will be their go-to move. You better run, mate. Run and don't look back. Remember Lot's wife, Salt Bay. Before we press on with the read, right? The read is what? They messed with the wrong one, big cat. The wrong one. And the consequences is long-reaching. I wanted to show you this. I got this from the online Amazon's cave, darling dear, because I was looking for toothpaste. When you go into the supermarkets, they haven't got any toothpaste without fluoride in it. This one has no fluoride in it, darling dear, because we have to clean off our pineal glands. Yes. And remember I was telling you about that toothache? Listen, what toothache? My chompers are up to what they're usually up to. Get into the orange Kit Kats. Without what? Discrimination, mate. No Kit Kat or Orange Club is safe in my presence, right? And I can't think straight, especially like I've got what? Look at this. Well, lo and behold, a whole pack of Orange Clubs. Waiting for me to pay attention to it, but I can't pay attention to it right now. I'm busy talking to my besties. Pinkies up. Listen, make sure you get the toothpaste, right, that doesn't have any fluoride in it, and it will whiten your teeth. If you're having any kind of toothache, receding gums or whatever, you go and buy the coconut oil. That's cold pressed, virgin, darling dear, virgin coconut oil, right? That's got nothing in it, right? And 2 times a day, especially when you wake up in the morning, make sure that you put some in your mouth, right? And you swish it around for about 20 minutes. And don't spit it down the sink or down the toilet. Why? As it hits the hard water, it will start to harden and it will clog up all your drains, and you'll be sorry, mate. You'll be a sorry cat. Yes, baby. We don't like sorry cats. No. Right. So you'll be getting to the fluoride-free toothpastes, and your what? Your gnashes will be what? Bright and pearly, darling dears, as we continue to what? Smile on, mate. As the what? Bottom feeder has to shine on, as you continue to make what? Barbecue out of the mildew they wanted you to live amongst. All of the distractions that was put on your path, darling dears, was preparing you to trust your intuition and use your discernment. Yes, baby, discernment, that big D I like to bandy around, regular blood. Synchronicity is most definitely afoot, darling dear. Pay attention. Oh, my right palm is itching me. You know I'm Reiki Master and I share everything with my besties. Big cat, take the abundance. Tell no one. K. Right. Everything is happening for you, darling dears, to evolve your ibex. What's that? Go to YouTube and put in ibex goat. Listen, that goat runs along a sheer-faced mountain, darling dear. If there's a crack, it doesn't fall back. And the reason why they've learned to do this, they've adapted their foot, darling dear, because once the baby goat, what's a baby goat called? Is it a kid? Yes, once the kid gets to a certain age, it has to climb to the top of this sheer face because there's minerals that they've got to get that makes their bones and their teeth harden, darling dear. So they ain't got no choice. So if you're a fraidy cat baby goat kid, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. So they learn to adapt. You see them running along. Yes, baby. And you are what? Big cat goat of land and sea. Greatest of all time. Pinkies up. And don't you ever forget that I told you. Go to the mirror. Look deep into your eye chakras. No, I'm not telling you to beat the shiznai out of yourself today. Unless, of course, you're worrying what a bottom feeder's doing. They're bottom feeding. I told you. They got the T-Rex arms and the trippy talker ways. And they're waiting for you to what? Fall down. But you did. But you was fortunate enough to fall on your back. In the immortal words of Les Brown. If you can what? Look up. You can get up, big cat. Always work on being a better cat than you was the day before. You will see, darling dear, that you will break generational curses. Your ancestors have connected you to the what? The blessings, darling dear. You are blessed. Look around you. Look at what you've drawn into your hemisphere. Everything was just a thought in your mind until you what? Focused. Man, you had to focus and you got what you truly deserved. But that is only the tip of the iceberg of the blessings that will be afforded unto you. As you watch the Most High turn your enemies into your footstool. And today, I told you the skullduggerous moon is in Libra. So open enemies are a plenty, darling dear. The naysayers are a plenty, darling dear. Yeah. Let's press on at a hot trot before I forget what I'm saying, because I've got a lot going on, darling dears. What's that? I'm not telling you, big cat. I told you, shut up. Tell no one nothing. Button your lip. Don't say anything until it's done. So be it moot. Let's press on. Right. These simpletons of the short spiritual bus cannot handle your instinctive ability to bend the matrix. You are a co-creating champion. You are a creatrix. Love it. I don't hate it. Whoa. And if you're going to get one, let it be what I was, darling dear. This is represented by Temperance in Tarot. It speaks about your trustworthiness, and it also speaks about your ancestral team being your defense system, darling dear. Call on them at any time. They can't help you unless you ask. The Temperance also speaks about what? Being motivated. Some of you are feeling extremely motivated. Move in silence. But move, that is the operative word. Keep it moving, blood pumping and fresh in a tinky winky kind of style. Represented by the numbers 56. Did you hear that? Anytime I hear seagulls around here, I don't live next to none of the coastline, darling dear. Anytime I hear the seagulls, I know it's the ancestors, darling dears. I can still hear them. Can you hear them? For a moment there, I thought I heard the postman. I told you I've got a Jamaican postman. Him come when him feel like it. And I know I've never even spoken to him, not once. You know how comes I know he's Jamaican? He has what? A Jamaican flag tied around his neck. He wears a green string vest under his postman uniform. When he's wearing the long trousers in the winter, he rolls up one foot, right, to just above the ankle so that we can see his clerks. Yes, yes. And he walks and he glides. He glides. He glides. Yes, baby. I said, I know where you came from, and I didn't want to speak to you, lest you try to use your forked tongue on me, and what confused my cranium. Listen, my postman is what? He's bad and bold, and he comes when he feels like it. It's like he says to himself, them are going to get the puss, when them get the puss, and them can't get the puss before man, I and I get there. So I can just imagine what he's thinking when he come into work one day. Me no Ross feel like being here, man. Them a go get the post when me say for them forget it. Me dep on break. Fist bump. My postman down ramp. As I was saying, darling, there's Temperance represented by the Sagittarius energy. Divine wants you to what? Be a mediator in your life. Take a look at your money management as well as your time. Don't be wasting time, darling dear, because none of us know the day, the hour, or the minute when we're going to have to go back to Father God, and Father God's going to go like this with your soul contract. Can you please tick off what you accomplished while you was there after you stopped being a dummy bat? Baby, hey, don't get choked up, because God knows the truth. He sees all. But remember, you have your what? Big cat survival kit in the form of your birth natal chart. If you can't understand it, take it in small tiny bites, right? And then go over to Pinterest, right? And then type it in, and then you'll get so many different explanations for the one thing that you want to understand. Okay, right. As I was saying, the Temperance, look at your money management as well as your time. And Divine wants you to be peaceful today as you focus on balance and your purpose. Temperance also speaks about long distance travel. Somebody's planning long distance travel. Or possibly even higher education. Do it, big cat. Do it. I dare you to get what? Great in your cranium. Listen, I'm learning so many things at the moment. I'm surprised that my head is not 5 times the size. My brain is a computer. I live to learn. And while I'm saying that, thank you very much to Big Cat Khaleesi, Sandra Scott, fist bumpity bump bump. She sent me the energies, right? The Skrilla.com so that I could acquire the Black's Law Dictionary, and I ordered it, and it's coming up to it's coming by 10 p.m. tomorrow evening. Girl and boys, I can't wait to get that, because I'm telling you, there's someone, a corporation, that I'm going to get at them. Listen, they don't know nothing about the plague of locusts. They're going to have the plague of what? Case, the big cat, who's got nothing better to do but research law and make sure that I beat you at every level. Those of you that saw the video I put up earlier today, I've taken it down. Why? Because I'm an army of one. What do you mean? I appreciate your upliftments and your prayers, but I had to wash my face like David, and it didn't work. So then I decided, what can I do to make me happier? So I made myself some sea bass with lots of vegetables. Yes, baby, and that topped me right up a treat, darling dear. And then I went and used my what? Fluoride-free toothpaste. No, this is not a paid advertisement. I tell you, bestie, if I'm using it, you better get onto it too. And I told you, once I've got that Black's Dictionary, the rest of the world, those that are still asleep, darling dear, better hold on. I will be able to give you the affidavits so that you won't have to pay parking tickets, council taxes, darling dears, little fines. I told you what they did to me. I was living at another address, right? And when I moved to this address, I changed my address on my driving license, which is connected to the same company that rules the logbooks, right? What did they do? The parking tickets I acquired 4 parking tickets. It was outside my daughter's primary school when I was going through the mad season after I was detoxing from the king dummy bat of the little finger way, right? I just parked the car and dropped her off because Carmen Moore's got breathing problems. She didn't accept when I said drop and roll, right? I'll just speed by, right? And I'll drop and roll. She said, no, mummy, you have to stop. So I had to stop, right? Well, I got parking tickets from there. And did they follow me to my new house? No. They waited 3 years, darling dears, until the fines built up to over 2,000 Skrillas, darling dears. 2,000 Skrillas! When I saw it, my heart was beating fast. I didn't know. I was still a dummy bat. I paid them. And then I got wise. I think sometimes Divine likes to teach you a lesson of what's going on, and then your eyes are open. My eyes are forever open. They're like doink, 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 doink. Baby, I can't wait to tell the cats everything so that they don't get what Scarp had made. I will show you how to manage your time and bring peace and balance into your life. And remember, if any of you big cats are under the threat of having your progenies taken, right? I told you this before. The birth certificate is in capital letters because on your birth, you are made into a corporation, right? And in the UK, you join the corporation of Her Royal Highness Queen Elizabeth. It's now King Charles III, right? You didn't do any applications. You don't get paid for that job, darling dear. And everything of important letters always comes with what? Capital letters. This is a fictitious being. This is why you have to create yourself into what? A trustee, darling dear. Put everything in the trust. They can't touch your life insurance. You can have what? Businesses that are in your trust that you don't pay taxes on. Baby, let me not interrupt the read anymore. But there is so much more I've got to tell you. Wait till I get my dictionary. Ha ha ha. I don't think I'll sleep again, darling dear. Ha ha ha. I told you, knowledge, it turns me on, darling dear, in ways. But let's not talk about that. Again, I digress, and we've got to press on because I'm already at 20 minutes and not a tarot card have I turned over, darling dears. Anyhow, Divine and your ancestral team want you to what? End conflict, darling dear. It also speaks about a secret admirer. Some of you are going to be experiencing more peaceful, harmonious relationships within your domicile if you've been at odds with what? Your progenies or even yourself, darling dear. It's time to let yourself off the hook, darling. Be compassionate and charming to yourself. I just told you the planetary energies said, right, as the Skuldungrous mood slid into Libra, that you must be more charming and compassionate with thyself. How can you give on to others until you give it to yourself? Sagittarius, darling dear. Yes, temperance is ruled by Sagittarius. I mean, Sagittarius is, Lord Jesus, low my teeth, blood. Listen, I'm going to get mad. Am I going to get, if I'm going to get mad, who am I going to pick on but myself? And I can't do that. I really can't. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter, darling dears. Let's get right up and personal with Jupiter. It speaks about what good fortune is going to be blessing some cats today as you what understand the philosophy of life, darling dear. Socrates said, the keys to the universe is knowing thyself. And once you know thyself, you can't be took. In this book, which is one of my light readings, because I told you, this book made me untuck myself from bed, right, run into my office, sit up in the straight back chair and get out my highlighter pen. Where is it? There's one particular line that I want to read to you. Here it is. Let he who will be deceived. Don't be deceived. Okay? Okay, let's press on. Oh, this is the book. This is the book that I've only just acquired and realized that I didn't have to pay all of that shit. They was having a laugh with me, darling dears, but they laugh no more. Big cat. Hey. Cat. Anyhow, did I say what temperance is represented by? This Taurus is represented by the letter Y. As many of you will be asking, why? Stop being confused in your cranium, right? You have to deconstruct what they try to put on you, darling dears. Why? Because they're still living that life of drudgery. And they're hating you for what? The freedom that you've given unto yourself. When you told them what? That's right, big cat. Laugh and light. You don't like mildew. You're creating barbecues, darling dears. You have the ability to bend the matrix. Remember, I told you that. Don't fool yourself. Right. We're going to use, yes, we're going to use the oracle cards. It's called The Hidden Worlds, gifted to me by Big Cat Khaleesi. Angel Empress 1111. Yes, baby, thank you very much. I love it. I love it so much. Right, we're just going to get one of these and we're going to mix it with the Witch's Oracle Wisdom. Yes. Give it a good shufty. Those people that set about to kill Shaquilla Robinson, darling dear, I'm telling you, one amongst them has got the what? The Yang Sanpaku eyes. Remember I told you that. And that person was the instigator that made all of the others rowdy. But they was wicked too, and they're weak and feeble-minded. And if there is any wish I have, because the FBI is now involved, I hope that they are extradited back to Mexico, right, with Mexicans, right, because they don't mess about with the prisoners, darling dear. Hey, they need to be tried in a Mexican court and put underneath a Mexican prison. Yeah, all of them, not just the one, right, because you have to remember, the others in the crowd, they're instigators as well, darling dear. They stood there and did nothing, saw someone being beaten, saw her neck broken. I think it's when that woman had her in a headlock and threw her. I think that's when she broke her neck, because she sat on the floor like a rag doll after that. Yeah, all of them need to go to that jail. They're going to go, darling dears. They're going to go. Right about now, they're getting either too fat or too skinny. They are nervous, blood, nervous. What's this? Oh, we have a 7. The Tree of Illumination. Truth, revelations, and understandings. Baby, I ain't joking. This deck is absolutely gorgeous. Revelations are always aplenty when you come over here, darling dears. And truth roof. Pinkies up. As well as what? True understanding. Anything I tell you, darling dears, be a keyboard gangster. Seek out the answer. Seek out the truth in my words. I come here to give you knowledge and what? A lot of I ain't having it blood. Yes, baby, you'll get a rod in your back. Why? Because you don't want the monkeys on your back. You don't want it. They want to give you the gift of what? Death. And I want to give you life. But you have to what? Understand that you have everything, all of the tools you desire and want to bend the matrix any way you want. Your cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow you all the days of your life. Yes, baby, fulfillment is being granted unto thee. This is like the Ace of Cups in tarot. The Ace of Cups also represents what? Somebody who's of medium height, right? Somebody who's got a how can I put it? Their body is short, but their legs are long. Somebody, eye color is something around the blue gray. Yes, baby. And they've got blonde hair or they're wearing a blonde lace front. Whatever, darling dears. And you can't even say it must be female because the men are wearing the lace fronts too, darling dear. They got, you listen, some of these men, right, once they go to the bathroom and take off their hairpiece, you'll call the police. You think someone's broken into your house. Well, it's not going to happen to me, darling dear. Why? Because I paid my knees, blood. I paid my knees. Yeah. Ace of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. I nearly said Capricorn. Freudian slip meant to come out. Yes, 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 yes. Capricorn, the 10th house. Yes, yes. Cancer is the 4th house. So this is a mother and father balancing, or you're balancing out your masculine and feminine energies. Yes, yes, yes. It also speaks about a new lover coming forward for some. Baby, I told you, we do the boosie badass. Everyone gets interviewed. You don't allow anyone into your inner sanctuary, right? What's that? Your seat of emperors and empresses without interviewing them, darling dear. And if you want to interview them for the next 40 years, that's your business, blood. You don't have to give up nothing to no one. I don't care what they come with. And even if they come in holding Jesus and Buddha's hand, I'm sure that they've got Jesus in the what? Mind control, darling dear. They've had Jesus in the monarch program, right? And controlled his brain. Don't trust no one. The backstabbers are plenty. The Ace of Cups also speaks about the self-love and the compassion you must continue to give to yourself. And it also speaks about success. It speaks about what? Controlling your emotions, right? See the lovely green around it? It's about your heart chakra, darling dears. The heart chakra also represents the what? North node lead direction. And I also speak about what? The north node, darling dear. The north node, because the north remembers. Yeah? Okay. Here's my... I did that for emphasis and dramatism. You say, some people say that I'm too dramatic. Baby, I'm not dramatic enough. I've calmed down. Hey, I've calmed down. But I haven't forgotten. I've got the memory of an elephant, just like that elephant in India that turned that lady into a chalk outline twice. Base of the deck. This again is like the 10 of cups. Home and heath or hearth is like the 10 of cups in tarot, darling dears. This speaks about what? Emotional fulfillment. Happiness, darling dear, as well as what? The generational breaking of emotional curses. The curse of what? Less than, lack. Yes, darling dear. Realizing that you don't have to allow those devils into your domicile. Your home is your kingdom, darling dear. Protect it. Not everybody can come over. Some people, just like that woman, that demon that came to my door, they must realize that your home is what? The Bermuda Triangle. They must forget about you. Don't come round visiting unexpected. You'll be watched on the camera and the door won't be open. You might even see me what? Slip past the window with my lace front floating behind my back. Doesn't mean I'm going to open the door, blood. I wasn't expecting you. Listen. Anyway, must press on. I'm a chatty cat. But who gonna check me, boo? I'll wait. All right, then. All right, let's carry on. Let's see what's going on. Let me get a deck. Base of your deck, the Queen of Swords, darling dears. This is telling me that you are what? Highly intelligent. You are using your cranium, darling dear. This is about you being able to solve any issue with the least amount of effort. Why? Because you use common sense, blood. Common sense. Your flip-flop. Which must not be bartered, wrought, or borrowed, or begged from, darling dear. Your common sense. This tells me that you have a soft heart still, darling dear. But that heart chakra is not shown to all. Many might see you as being very serious. Yes, you're very serious. You're very serious. And your cut-off game is for the gods. Some of you cut off people in such a pleasant way, they don't even realize that you've told them what? Love and light. Yes, they didn't realize until you're what? Missing mate in action. What's this trying to peep up at the back? Wheel of Fortune, again, the Jupiter energy, darling dear. This is an extremely lucky day for some, darling dears. Someone that you cut off is about to watch you be blessed. I told you, nothing like a true hater that will always be watching your posts, darling dears. They won't dare, you know what, their finger might mistake and like all your shit today before they realize what's going on. This speaks about being blessed, and it could be an inheritance, it could be money. Maybe you're going to win big on the what? On the lotto, I don't know. I'm not telling anyone to gamble, but guess what? Take your chance, but don't bet more than you can afford to lose, darling dear. Don't lose the shirt off your back, please, whatever you do. Queen of Swords, darling dears. The Queen of Swords is also telling me how independent you are. You're extremely intelligent, and you look for that kind of partnership. You want people that are quick thinkers, but not quick, tricky thinkers. People that think on an intellectual, spiritual level. The Queen of Swords is what? Used to getting spiritual downloads and acting immediately. Swords is about immediate action. Not sitting back on your laurels and waiting for life to what? Wrestle you to the ground, blood. Let's see what's going on for you, because I must press on. I told you, I'm a chatty cat. What's going on around the big cat? Energies around the big cat today. Yes, be a bit isolating. Somebody's going to have to blind their eye from some kind of message coming towards you. Yes, be a bit. Some of you are also going to realize that if you're planning a long distance trip, you're going to have to go on that trip alone, lest you end up like poor dearly departed, right? Shaquilla Robinson. Whom you thought was going to be what? A good what? Travel fellow is going to be the death of you. Go by yourself, blood. At least you're not waiting to what? Break your own neck, right? Steal from yourself, or leave you arsed out in a foreign country. This speaks about movement, darling dear. Some of you are going to be getting messages from the past, from the other side. You're saying, what? What? I'm not a medium. Nah, blood. I'm talking about the other side, the side of your backside, darling dear. The ones that hurt your back, your shapely back, darling dear. You're going to get messages coming through by snail mail, email, and possibly even on the feet of what? The merchants of slander, darling dear. The ones that like to balance on their tippy toes as they rush in with what intel that you don't care nothing about. Virgo energy, it speaks about you what? Standing out for being different. Some of you are about to get praise for being different. One is about spiritual energy as well as the hermit, darling dear. And it's also what? Look, your ancestors are looking at certain messages that are coming through to you, darling dears. They're vetting them. Certain things, even though they've sent it, it'll never land in your eye chakra. Not today or any other day. There's a D in it. Some people are being definitely blocked from messaging you, darling dears. Good. They are heinous and pernicious, and they look like a hood-looking alfalfa with yarn for hair. A creature from the backwoods, blood. Yeah. What's this? What did I say? Someone's going through the judgment, the karma of it all. This person is an ex-friend, ex-family member, ex-roommate, whomsoever this ex is. This is somebody that you was actually, you was very, very stubborn in letting them go. You blinding yourself to a lot of the atrocities they put your way, darling dear, until you realize the mud hut life is not for you, big cat. The Two of Swords speaks about your cut-off game, darling dear. When you cut them off, darling dear, you left them to the karma they truly deserved. And now they want to come running in like what? Wee Willy Winky. Listen, you don't want no Wee Willy Winky in your life, blood. They come back to energize themselves and to F you over again. The Judgment card tells you what? They will be rapid with your hairline. I told you, reverse Friar Tuck. They're coming in, mate, to try and gift it to you. They want you to drink of that cup of what? Hopium. Remember, your enemies are your footstool. As they try to what? Say this and that about you. Look, talking up all them things about you, darling dear, when you are not there to defend yourself. You listen, I told you, big cat, don't care what anyone is saying about you behind your back. Matter of fact, if you feel like it, send the memo around to the dummy bats. They can say whatever they like. Matter of fact, add to it. Add to it. Insist on it. And then block them again. You don't have to defend yourself in the face of someone who's going through real karma when it knows their address and the menu is well and truly rough. Clarify this judgment represented by fire, water, as well as Pluto energy. Pluto is the 10th planet. The number of 10 speaks about the ending of a cycle for you and renewal being brought into your life. The Pluto rules what? Scorpio. We just finished speaking about the Scorpio. The sun is in its final degrees of Scorpio, darling dears. Scorpio is what? Come on, Case. Think the 8th house. It deals with what? Other people, right? As well as what? Someone being intensely intense. What are you trying to make me say? Intensely secretive. All right. Listen, I don't mean to shout at my spirit, guys, but good God. Yeah. Someone's being really secretive. I suggest they stay secretive, yeah? And mind their own business. The 8th house is also the house of what? Death and dying. Maybe somebody's being secretive about their health at this moment in time because their life cord is about to be cut. Well, we saw the Wheel of Fortune. Somebody's about to inherit their wealth, darling dear. If you want that, listen. Not all money is good money, you know. Some of it's cursed. Cursed. What about the Judgment? Just wanted to jump up. What did I say? They might go through heat. We already saw the 10 of Cups in the upright as you are continuing to be being blessed, darling dear. In their face. Look what's underneath that. The truth roof. Pinkies up. They might go through it. They're crying into their fists. They're around miserable people that like complaining, right? Shaming, gang stalking, darling dears. All of this and that's going on. Some of them are even gang stalking themselves as they realize that what they did to you, big cat, caused you to cut them off. And you're cut off game and you're shapely back. Baby. Listen, you are like fine wine, darling dears. Your presence has to be what? It's got to sink in, darling dear. It's got to ferment for them to realize that you're really gone. You're gone, never coming back, and they can't come near you again. No, mate. Whatever messages that these bottom feeders want to send you, don't pay any attention. Lest you get what? Get it rapid with the hairline. You'll get a reverse friar tuck. And how about this? You'll also, if you're a female, end up with what? A prolapse womb if you read their messages. And if you're a male, your scrotum will be at your knees. How about that? That's what's going to happen to you if you read any of those messages from these past people. Who wants scrotums round their knees? I don't see anybody raising their hand. A prolapse room where you got to put your banana in a sling. I don't see anyone raising their hand for that. No one. Right. Let's carry on. See what this 8 of Wands is all about. Prolapse. Listen. My banana is threatening me to leave. Where you going without me, eh? Fist bump. Yeah. Where are you gonna leave? Leave and go where? My banana has to shut up because the knees will deal with it in a minute. Make it do squats, darling dear. Or put on a cheap lace thong. That will sort it out right quick and in a hurry. Yes. What's this? Yeah, I told you, a merchant of slander or even your intuition is going to tell you that somebody is being betrayed. Someone who betrayed you, darling dear, is in a situation where it's not very happy there. It's like a creepy old haunted house, but there's people that's alive in there. Well, they said they was alive. We didn't do the scratch and sniff test, and it's got nothing to do with you, big cat. You're going for betrayal. And your ancestors, their ancestors like to wake them up at the 3 a.m. saying, bottom feeder, wake up. I've got so much more to show you. Yeah, this is you, big cat, standing out for being different because you chose to isolate yourself. And it was very hard. Why you were set up in that paradigm? Possibly by your parents. Or it could be what? Ancestral karma that you had to deal with. But you did it like a boss. When your cut-off game was one for the gods. You took the blindfold off first, right? You ripped off the rose-colored glasses and crushed it under your flip-flop. This is why you are now an agent of karma. Yes, baby. And you are receiving good dharma for the hard work you did on thyself. I told you, a new stage in life is being gifted unto you. The rebirth and the rise of the big cat. Law number 25 of the 48 laws of power. I love it. Don't hate it. I love it. What about this betrayal? Oh, somebody betrayed your cup, eh? They're crying, mate. Look at this. Look at the multiple streams of income. I like to think of it as multiple streams of income. There's 5 streams, darling dears. It's represented by earth, air, fire, water, and ether. This is about you protecting your aura and your auric field, darling dears. I told you. The black tourmaline as well as the obsidian crystal will help you out to treat, darling dear. But don't forget to clear off the energies every so often. We have a new moon coming up. I believe it's going to be in Sagittarius around the 23rd. Yes, baby, that's the best time to clear off all your crystals. Somebody's upset about the love or the happiness that you've achieved. Why are they upset about that? Tell us. Tell us. Why are they upset about your happiness? Because all you do is win. All you do is win, big cat. Blessed in their face, they expected you to be crying after them. Baby, the only reason why you're crying is because you just finished slapping the shiznai out of yourself for the time you feel was wasted. It wasn't wasted, darling dears. Everybody wakes up in their own time. I told you, I didn't wake up until I was half of 100, right? I know. Because you're having victories. This is like a promotion, a new business. It could even be a new chariot of righteousness. Baby, and your strength? Hey, you're not being tempted to go back to what? Suckerhood. Where's Suckerhood? I didn't say Suckerwood. I said Suckerhood. Where's that? The Mud Hut at 911 Freddy Krueger Avenue. This speaks about being drama-free as well as being spiritually breast. What's about the breast? That's a message for someone, darling dear. Freudian slip, meant to come out. The 8 is also what? Big cat Leo energy, darling dears. This speaks about you being the hero in your life, or you're going to be meeting a hero, because this is someone getting engaged or meeting someone engaging, or people are seeing you as what? Being captivating, darling dear. The one speaks about a gifted, natural leader as well as a natural born speaker. For some of you, you are stepping up to the mic. You've upped your game, darling dear, and you will see your cup run over, darling dears, as you continue to what? Speak the truth, in every situation. I don't care who's crying. Let them cry into their fist. Luke 62:22. Don't come crying to you, big cat. Their tears is kryptonite, and it comes straight from the crevice of the devil's balls. I told you, big cat. Base of the deck, darling dear. Listen, can temperance come out for you anymore? This is your ancestral team. You are being protected, blessed, and guided. And this is also what? A divine coupling, darling dear. Yes, some of us will be meeting our significant others over the next, I just heard 48 hours, but it may be longer for some. Or it's been the 48 hours that you need to do the fine tuning on knowing thyself. In order to what? Call that energy truly into you. You don't sit down and pray for the right partner. You pray to be what? The right person for when the right partner turns up. This is about you doing all of the spiritual work, pouring away what no longer serves you. Yes. You've been on a hard journey, darling dears. And you will always be on this journey until you're brown bread. When you go to the feet of the Most High, and they go like, Father God, Mother Isis goes like this. What did you do? Did you complete your assignment? They already know the answers, so don't point lying and don't shuffle your feet. Make sure that you're clearing up what needs to clear up. Manage your time wisely. Make what? That big P reign in your life. What's that? Peace, blood. Peace, which can't be bought or bartered. You are the one that balances out what goes on around you, the energies and the frequencies of it all, darling dear. And what you are serving will be served onto you. Remember I told you that. Balance. When you are serving that energy will be attracted to you like white on rice. Base of the deck, as you continue to turn your back on toxic temporary situations. But divine is also what? Some of you are getting what? Spiritual downloads, or you've got that what? $1 million idea, darling. Yes, act on it immediately. One is about you what? Letting go of the critical talk, the talk that say that you can't do it. That's not your voice, darling dear. You have to remember, thoughts are not facts unless you act on them, darling dears. This is about you moving away from temporary situations as well as the entrapment in your mind, acting on the situation. And as you can see, this is one person on the card. I already said somebody's planning worldwide travel. If you're planning to go with someone, right, and they've been skullduggish and shady and acting in like a hood-looking alfalfa kind of a way, don't go with them, darling dear. 2 will go out and only 1 will come back. Remember I told you that. Somebody's focused on how strong you are. We've got 2 2s on the tableau, darling dears. When we see 2 2s, it speaks about what? A parting of the ways. You're leaving someone that you're leaving behind or left behind. They're really going through it. Their life is hard, but they don't even realize it's the thoughts they have about you and the actions that they did. Some people even jumped into a relationship quickly because they don't like to be on their own. Well, guess what? They went straight into Guantanamo Bay, right, on quicksand, as it was what? Hit by lightning. That's their business. Nothing to do with you, big cat. Nothing. Clarify this 2 of Wands. What does the big cat need to act on immediately? Something that is pressing. Your new beginning, the rebirth and the rise of you, darling dear. Continue to reinvent yourself on a daily basis. If you're not happy with an aspect of your persona, you change it. You can be whom you want. Every change starts with what? That's right, big cat. The cat in the mirror. Look deep into your eye chakras. Guess what I did the other day? Because I told you I love to research and find out things. right? And it said that you should go to the mirror and sit down and just look at yourself in the mirror. So I was thinking, when I read that, I was like, what's this? This sounds like balderdash and poppycock. It sounds like foolishness, right? Well, I was like, what incarnation? Girls and boys. I sat down. It was quiet in my room. It was daytime. And I sat down in front of the mirror. Because I mean, I look in the mirror when I'm putting on my makeup. If I'm what, plucking the hairs where they don't need to be on my chin, right? Or shaping my eyebrows or fixing my lace. I look in the mirror, blood. But when you sit still and look into your eyes, good God, I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. Big cat. I don't know how long I sat there for, right? First of all, the coloring on my face started to change. Then the shape of my face started to change. My face went into an old woman's face. And then I was like, you know when you... And then I said, am I scared sitting here? And I thought, no, I'm not scared, because Big Cat fear nothing but the Most High, Father, God, Mother, Isis. Fear that I'm on the right path. So I stayed again, right? Then my face started to change into a man. My chin started to grow a beard. And I was like, whoa, whoa. Do it if you're strong, mate. Do it if you're strong. Listen, I told you, I don't drink alcohol. I'm not taking the Mary Janes. I'm not taking any pharmaceuticals, right? And the only thing I'm smoking is this, right? My crystal vape, nothing else. Not even a cigarette. I can't even smoke my roll-ups. Spirit said to me, put that shit down, so I did. So I weren't high. I was, listen, I was a sound mind. And then my face started to turn into a man's face, and my cheekbones, it started to edge out, and my eye shape changed different, and my eyes went grey. The pupils went grey. I said, the irises went grey. Listen, I left the mirror. Even now I got to take some of this in, right? Because why? I weren't expecting that. Listen, matter of fact, I'm going to research it. Because, well, I did have a little look, right? It said that when your face starts to change, it's the different lives that you've gone through. It's the different faces you've had in every life. And as some of you continue to raise your vibration, as true judgment is coming to this Malkuth, darling dears, you will realize that we are trapped. This is why we've been reincarnating. Those lesser beings that have kept us here, right, have trapped our spirit. And how do they do that? By adopting low vibing stuff, reverse root chakra stuff, making us pay for things, right? By developing credit, right? Yes, paying for things that you don't need, by getting us into emotions that are sad, right? And drudgerous. Yes. Putting us in situations and circumstance. Just like when you buy a house. You're thinking, some people are lording it up. They bought a house. But they don't realize they bought themselves into slavery. And you owe nothing until you pay the last payment. It's not yours, right? Calm down, Case. Right. Told you there's no one to check me. But if you really want to find out about yourself, go and look in the mirror, babe. Look deep into your eye chakras and see if you can stand it, right? Because, man, I tell you, it's going to be a while before I do it again. But next time I do it, I don't even know. I'm still saying I don't even know, blood. Boy, listen. You look in the mirror, but you never look at your true self. Look deep into your own eyes in the mirror. Be of sound mind and body when you do it, darling dears. And don't be scared, right? Don't be scared, right? I wasn't scared. But I'm telling you, you will see some things, blood. Some things. This is why, right? Socrates said, the key to the universe is knowing thyself. After I finished looking at mirror, I was sucking on my vape like it was the mother's milk, blood. I had to calm myself down. And I didn't tell the progeny because they'll make them scared in the house, right? You got to listen. I'm lost for words, Big Cat. You know I'm a chatty cat, but that ad me silencio. Go and look in the mirror if you dare. And stare as long as you can, if you dare. But it's nothing that is going to harm you. You are looking into your own soul. I told you, your eyes is the window of the soul. And if you can withstand it, right, things will be revealed to you. I'm going to try it again today, but baby, I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to have to work myself up to it. Sneak up on myself in the mirror. I'm not going to plan to do it. I'm not going to set a time to go and look into my own eyes, right? I'm going to sneak up on me like a dexterous, sneaky cat that I can be, right? And see what happens. I wonder if I should I'm going to video myself looking at myself in the mirror. That may give me the Dutch courage to hold on and see what's going to be revealed. If you can do it and you go through it, hit me up in the Gmail. I'd love to hear what's going on for you, darling dear, because baby, you're going to see exactly how many lifetimes you've been trapped on this Malkuth by the amount of different faces you will see. All right, do it if you dare. And don't look in the mirror with a blindfold on. That's cheating. Don't be a cheater. Why is the Two of Swords here? 171 in the chat. 171, that's a 9. I'm a 9. Glad you could pop in. Big cat wave. Please hit the thumbs up button. Show some love, darling dear, and get me into the algorithm so someone else can get the message. So I can get in their cranium, right? So that they won't be having it either. What's this Two of Swords? Listen, a new chapter is about to be revealed to you, darling dear, the ending of a cycle. And doesn't this look like a mirror? Good golly and gosh, I know, the epiphany of it all, darling dears. The World card represented by what? Earth and Saturn energy. And you know Saturn likes to come through with the rules and regulations, as well as what? The rewards, the gifts that you will receive. And it also represents fixed signs of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio and Aquarius. The fixed signs comes in what? The middle part of the season is represented by the numbers 5, 6 and 7 on the minor arcana in tarot. Look at angel number 5, 6, 7 or 7, whatever you can turn it round into, right? Look at those angel numbers that come from the numbers 5, 6 and 7. There's a number there for you, darling dears. There's a reason why I spoke about it. There's no such thing as coincidence. This also speaks about you being unstoppable at this moment in time. A lot of you, as do I prefer the known. But you know what? The unknown is where we must be, darling dears. Yes, tackle it slowly, one day at a time, but always tackle it and continue to be what? A better cat than the one you was the day before. It also speaks about, fixed signs also speak about partnerships, as well as what? Career moves. And it also speaks about what? You requiring a stable home. Remember I told you that. World card, and again this speaks about the worldwide travel. Listen, if y'all go with somebody, don't go with them. Listen, well, you do what you like. I'm not going to pick on you. I told you I'm a pointer. What's this? Justice must reign, darling dear. Agent of karma you be. If it's a legal situation, it's about to go in your way. And then remember, always tell the truth to the person in the mirror. There is no higher court than the truth. There's no time for what? Mind control on yourself, blood. It also speaks about what? A season of resolution. Yes, some of you are being freed from what? Heinous marriages. And some of you are what? Having a career change. We already saw that with the World card. Be brave, darling dears. Take that leap of faith. The universe will catch you, but you have to take the leap of faith. Ace of the deck. Moon energy. Oh my gosh. All of this major arcana, and it came out in a throuple. And you know how I love a throuple. It's part of the 369. Are you still doing your 369 manifestations as we discussed? I hope. No, I better not say, because you're going to think I'm going to say hopium. No, blood. I want you to do it. I want you to manifest whatever you want. Right? Moon card. Represented by what? Cancer as well as Pisces. It's starting to go dilally, darling dears. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm giving you too much intel. But it is what it is. I told you. When you come here, you get knowledge. You've got 5 major arcana that goes to what? Taurus, the Hierophant energy. Father God has a hand in your life, darling dear. You're being divinely guided. Some of you are being divinely guided to go within in order to make a right choice in a situation. We was just discussing what? Career change, a possible telling the truth to yourself always in every circumstance and situations, right? Making the right choices in life. And again, go within, darling dears. What's this? What's that? Help you finish what? Is somebody trying to do a happy ending? Listen, moderators, block them. Listen, the devil's trying to enter you with their foolishness. Baby, we know what's going on, right? Infiltrators. The Gemini energy and the moon energy. Gemini is about finding out things, darling. Gemini is also communication. Gemini also rules siblings. You've got some siblings watching you, darling, and they don't like the fact that you've changed. Good. Continue to change, big cat, and don't change back, because they can't control you. And whatever life you've left them in, darling dear, this is what they're living. They're living amongst the consequences they created for themselves. They're still trying to put their nasty devilish stuff on it. Don't watch. Listen, if any of you are still watching the PORN, put that shit down. Don't watch those things. Don't. Make them chat to your back. Whomsoever it is, darling dear. People are saying that you're bitter, you're twisted, and there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you, darling dears. You see them for who they truly are. Queen of Swords in the upright, darling dears. And you understand what they've got going on doesn't go on with what you've got going on. This is a full-on chat to your back. We already discussed siblings, darling dears. Maybe a mother energy that you're cutting off. What about the judgment before we end out the read? Look, didn't I just call the Hierophant? Father God is what? Weighing in on your behalf, Taurus energy. You don't have to say a word. You don't wish them bad, you wish them well. You wish them all what they wish for you, you wish for them. And whatever that is, right? And keep it pressing, keep it pumping. It also speaks about you, what? Continuing to claim dominion of yourself and stand as the what? Leading authority in your life. And always keep your eyes on the Most High, darling dears. Stay prayed up and covered. And leave those that are going through what? Their karma, darling dears. That hamster wheel of the what? Negative cycle that they're creating for themselves. These folios. I told you about the creatures from the backwoods with the yarn for hair, the hood-looking alfalfas, the ones that can't come back. Yesteryear people, right? What did I say? Them are got through it. And they're going down Bobby Brown from the 10 to the 9. Listen, this is about an overindulgence in a situation, right? That brings them no peace and no happiness. There's only so much alcohol you can drink till it has no effect. There's only so much Mary Jane you can smoke until it has no effect. There's only so much PORN and SEX that you can have until it has no effect. Until you heal what's going on inside of you, darling dear, you will stay on that hamster wheel. Someone's emotion is being dragged and drained by Folio. Well, what else is Folio doing to them? No, a king of wands that's stuck in a situation, right? This is a head knock, right? Yeah, someone who betrayed you, darling dear, is getting a taste of their own medicine and they don't like it. Well, that's their business, and we are not Captain Save a Harlot. We are too busy getting great. You took that blade out, darling dear, Queen of Swords, told them like it was, and said, what you did to me, someone will do to you. They're getting it, mate. 10-10. Speaks about what? A breakthrough coming through for you, darling dears. What's this breakthrough? Why all these cards? I'll take this one. You're about to reap what you sowed, darling dears. Make sure that those seeds were fruitful. Make sure they're to further your greatness, darling dears. And it also speaks about those that are waiting on the right partner. Divine is telling you to relax, blood. Stop asking me when they're coming, right? Just relax. Relax. Yeah. But keep your guard up, darling dear. Because as I said, you are a beacon at this moment in time as you continue to heal from the inside out. A beacon to all and sundry. Continue to stand your ground and speak your truth. You've got a lot of haterade, but every one of them is beneath you. Beneath your what? Spiritual pay grade. Because we don't look down on no one. The only time we look down is when we what? About to help someone up. But these ones, leave them where they are. They'll trade places with you in a hot minute. What did I say? Someone or someone's whom you've washed your face like David from. They're going through it, but it's nothing to do with you. get some final message. Big cat, why didn't you tell me I was at the 61? I can be such a chatty cat. But who gonna check me, boo? Like I'm isolated, covered by my ancestors. No one's gonna check me. Let's get another deck. Final messages for the big cat before we push on to get great. And yeah, and go and look in the mirror at yourself. How about that? I wouldn't advise you to do it at night and think you're gonna have a peaceful rest. You'll be afraid to go to sleep. But then again, you don't have to listen to me. I'm not going to pick on you. I told you I'm a pointer. Do what you think is best for you. Yeah, Pennywise son or daughter will be coming through with an offer for you, darling, yeah? Remember, you've already done the research. This is a 9, someone who you've isolated yourself from, and you put them in the friend zone, right? Because you realize that they're the son or daughter of Pennywise the clown, right? Continue to be brave. Why not? You've tried to be everything else, darling, yeah? The 3 and the 7 goes to a 10. Ending of a cycle in order for what? A new one to begin. This is your season of transformation. On that note, 186 in the chat. Fist bumpity bump. Please hit the thumbs up button, darling dears. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. Yes, baby, they underestimated you. And now, who's having fun? And as I always say, don't get smoked. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet again on these tarot streets. Cat, cat. Cat, cat. Dab. 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 Energies, big cat. Up, up, up. I insist. Continue to bend the matrix. And sock it to them, Scotty. They underestimated who? They underestimated what? Yeah.